Right. Thanks, Tony, for a good speech. Friends, family, and freeloaders. For all the people here today who don't know me, my name is Carl. Carl. I'm the groom. There's a few that don't know me here today. I'm going to explain a bit about myself. I'm shy. I'm not a confident person. And I'm no good at speaking in public, so here goes. Do you know that?
Yeah, go on.
Thanks. An old wives' tale states the groom's speech should last as he lasts in bed as light over. That's that again. An old wives' tale states the groom's speech should last as long as he lasts in bed.
Oh no.
So people, pour yourself a drink, you could be here for a while. Only joking. Have a good night, God bless. On behalf of my wife and I, we'd like to thank you for coming and supporting us on our special day. The day wouldn't have been the same without you. It would have been a lot bloody cheaper though. I feel honoured to be here today, standing in front of you all. It's quite possibly the only time I'll get to talk on behalf of both of us. Whilst myself and Katie prepared this special day, we only had one disagreement. The seating plan. What a nightmare. So who do we sit where, we ask ourselves? I know, I said. I devised a plan. It was quite simple. We used the wedding gratuity as a guide. So the bigger the present, the nearer you are. If you can hear me at the back, you tight bastards. I'd like to say thank you for the people who have travelled a long way to be here today. We've got people from Scotland. So when I say that, you have to go yay, okay? So we've got people from Scotland. People from Wales. Just a woman. And of course we've got people from Essex. For all the local people, I can only apologise for my part in putting Essex into Kettering. They're very hard to understand, so if they speak to you, just smile and nod your head. So the first toast today is friends and family. I bet you'll be right. Friends and family.
Friends and family.
And Essex.
Oh, in Essex, yeah. I'd like to say, I'd like to say thank you for the best man, Steve. The first time we went out with Steve, we shared a room in Manchester while on the stag do many years ago. Still to this day, I think he tried to date rape me. I ended up naked in the Midland Hotel, which is a 5-star hotel, performing wall art with vomit. It's got to be shared, though. Apparently, he took me to bed, covered me over, and let me sleep. Steve was the organiser of my stag do. Some 240 miles away in Newcastle. He suggested a minibus would be ideal for the local people. So I went off and hired one from his recommended hirer. Little did I know it was governed to 60 miles an hour. And yes, 17 overweight, sweaty men, burping and farting all the way in such a small confined space. Oh, by the way, Steve had set off the night before. And his words were to check out the joint. I didn't realise, I think, I had 40 mates. However, as the plan started to leak out, I quickly realised they wasn't there to wish me well, or to see me in a vulnerable position. The team, armed with razor blades, cable ties, boot polish and feet, must have seen sense and realised 40 men wasn't enough to hold me down. I managed to survive, unlike the man who was carrying the boot polish which leaked in his pocket. Thanks, Steve, for all you've done. Or you didn't do. Tony? Here. I'd like to say thank you for the threats to kill. With reference, if I don't treat your daughter with the manner she deserves. You have to trust me. You'll have to trust me when I say I'll always love her and protect her. Tony and Chris, I'd like to thank you for the gift you've given me today. Your strong, independent, beautiful daughter. which, by the way, I'll have the pleasure of unwrapping later. I can assure you Katie's in safe hands. I will do my utmost to make sure she looks after me properly. Chris, don't be saddened by your loss. Just think of what you're getting today. A sexy, hard-working, fit, charismatic, easygoing, motivated, adventurous, charming, bright, brave, friendly, witty, sincere, romantic, reliable, passionate, loyal, loving, amusing, gorgeous new family member. My dad. And I'll be honest with you, Chris, I'm crapping it. I nearly called the wedding off, to be honest. However, I've decided to take a gamble. I just hope the old wives' tale isn't true. You know the one. Look at your mother-in-law in 20 years' time. Really good. I'm still dry. I've got no drink on me. I'd like to say thank you for my dad. My dad's very straight, bless him. I'd like to say thank you for my dad for his hand-me-down present, which I know must have been a challenge to let go. It's his favourite book, it's the Kama Sutra, which I try and get a quick 10 minutes read before tonight's activities. While I'm talking about my parents, Mum and Dad, I'd like to thank you for producing an incredible, intelligent, good-looking son. I know you can't believe how fortunate you are having a son like me, but seriously, Mum and Dad, you've been there for me. You've been there for me, supporting me and visiting me when the law was so unfair. Honestly, without you, I wouldn't be here today. Ba-boom. It's okay, if it goes wrong, blame them too. I hope everyone's okay, I've got about 20 pages to go. Katie, what can I say? L-U-C-K-Y. Every day she tells me she has to pinch herself. As you all know, there's a bit of an age difference between me and Katie. I first met Katie in 2005. We both worked at Daventry. She was 18 and I was just a bit older. She used to remind me of Stacey Slater from EastEnders due to a strong Cockney accent. I would have made a move there and then, but there was something telling me to hold off. It's a good job I did. Look at the trouble Jimmy Savile would be in if he was a 4 years later, whilst working in Middlesbrough, our paths crossed again. The Eddie Stobart photographer was taking photos of a new depot I was opening, which he spotted Katie. And he turned to me and looked at her and said, "That's a good-looking girl over there." He said, try and get her over here and take some pictures." Remember that, didn't you? Stop. Of course, once I mentioned to Katie about having a picture took, she came running over like a show pony. He then went on to bet me I couldn't get a date with her. What can I say? What an easy bet. As Paddy McGuinness would say, let the prawn see the cracker. From there, our relationship started. Which, by the way, you still owe me 50 quid, David, so I can deduct it off the bill, can I? Yeah. Katie and I have been living together now for nearly 4 years, and believe it or not, one of us in the relationship can be arrogant, pig-headed and stubborn, and think they know it all, from how to cut the grass to everything should operate in the bedroom. Luckily for me, Katie's been patient, open-minded, and has had the willing to learn. On a serious note, I want you all to know how lucky I am today to have Katie as a partner in life. Seeing her walk towards me today made me feel I may have the best out of this deal. I'm sure you'll all agree, Katie looks incredible today. Yeah. I really don't know what Katie sees in me. I think she must have a fetish for chubby men. I tell you what though, looking around the room, I've never had so much competition. It's not easy being Katie's partner. I have to try and keep myself into shape where I can. I ask myself, is she dissatisfied with my body? A small part of me says yes. When it comes to talking about my wife's good points, where do I start? She's sexy, she's good looking, she's intelligent, she's hard working, and she's a great mum to Daisy May. But the best of all, she's a great judge of character and excellent at writing group speeches. I've always dreamed about getting a girl like Katie. Katie, you're perfect in every way. We are soulmates, we are best friends. I'm the luckiest man alive. Thank you. Everybody knows here today I turn everything into a joke. The one thing I won't joke about is my love for Katie and how elegant she looks today. Last but not least, when I researched what makes a good groom speech, Katie took the lead and watched the McFly speech, and then asked me, "Why can't you sing one?" As you all know, I'm tone deaf, but I know a man who can sing one.
A little something for the love of his life, a four-chord song that he wrote for his wife. Need your attention for just a short while. For the next 4 minutes I'll be singing his call. Imogen Ciccone, the Daisy May, Molly, Missy, Poppy, you look wicked today. I'm sorry ladies for the entry frisk, but my brother as an usher was a bit of a risk. Well, happy endings were all in my mind, but didn't know what I was looking to find. 4 years later, and now you're my wife. I love you for the rest of my life. Do what did he do? Well, I can't believe something that as good as you was happening to me. Do what did he do? Well, I can't deny just what I'm feeling inside. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You gotta remember I was singing this card, so I'm quite nervous about these next few lines. I just want to let you know. Sure, we can turn back now. Come on, son, give it to him. Everyone looks great today, we're so impressed. Julie, make the effort, could I bought a new dress? I should have never had this all in it for. Waiting for the honeymoon and looking to score. New book, new chapter, brand new page. Hoping she's not worried about the difference in age. Meeting Tony as I stood at the door, just hoping I'm not older than my father-in-law. Cause happy endings were all in my mind, but I didn't know what I was looking to find. 4 years later, now you're my wife. I love you for the rest of my life. But do what did he do? Well, I can't believe it's something that as good as you was happening to me. But do what did he do? Well, I can't deny what I'm feeling inside. Whoa.
Cheers, Matt Lewis. We've got some presents. Can we give a round of applause? Come on. We've got some presents here for the bridesmaids, so who should we start with? Imogen? Do you want to go collect a present off Kate? I think you'll all agree our bridesmaids look stunning today. Poppy? Can we get a present? Lacey? Daisy Ray? Daisy Ray? Marley? Last but not least, Ciccone? So then, best man. I've got my little something. Oh, sorry, Usher. Colin, sorry. Can we get a present? Come on. If you don't have my brother, he's a bit of a pisshead, so... Last but not least, Steve. He's always complaining when he goes out on functions how his wife gets really drunk and he's ended up on his own at the end of the night. There you go, Steve. That's for you, mate. Thanks, everyone. Cheers.
Now you have audience participation. Now you got your hands together. Do what did he do? Well, I can't believe there's something that as good as you has happened to me. Do what did it do? Well, I can't deny what I'm feeling inside. Do what did it do? Well, I can't believe there's something that as good as you has happened to me. Do what did it do? Well, I can't deny just what I'm feeling inside. Have a great day, everybody, and have a great day, you too. And I hope you had a wicked time and hope it was a lovely surprise. Thank you.